Our next spot isn't in Bath at all. It's in Bathampton. A short walk, as Glenn said. 1.4 miles later, we're here, but it is really, really pretty. It's meant to be a good area for tench, so that's what we're hoping for. I've just had a nice roach, so all's coming up well, though I have been distracted somewhat by the swan and their cygnets, who we've finally caught up with. There's a bit of tow to the water here. I don't really know why. I don't know if there's any locks about. We certainly didn't pass any walking up here from Bath. We actually set up, I don't know if you can see, not really, just a bit further back, sort of there, you just see in the sky, just faintly, some power cables. We set up underneath them, which is like rule number one, that do not set up fishing underneath power cables. But to be honest, we were so distracted by looking for places to fish and the swans that we just sat underneath it. I was like, you know, I think I'm going to move. I think I'm going to move from underneath these electric cables which could kill me with a carbon fibre rod. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still float fishing. I haven't changed over to the feeder yet. I'm not sure why. I think as we're moving along, I like to give the float a good go. I'm more confident with a float when I'm a feeder. Plus, it isn't that far to the other side of the bank anyway. So I haven't got far to cast. Just scattering in a few maggots. Outside the George pub in Bathampton, if anyone's wondering. Might pop in there for a sneaky pint if I catch a nice fish. Little reward. But it's still pretty busy here, as you'd expect. I mean, who wouldn't want to be walking along a beautiful canal on a beautiful day like today? I mean, that's what I've been doing, but I've been lugging fishing gear, so it's been a bit less enjoyable doing the walking. But it's nice to sit and relax and catch the fish. Anyway, the float's rocking around out there, so I'm going to concentrate on that for a little bit, see what we can get. Here we go. Another species of fish. A rudd. A lovely little rudd. Really is a proper species hunt today. Look at that. Gorgeous. Do love a rudd. Road's only a wee one. It's really, really clocking up the tally with the different species, that's for sure. Lovely. Mwah. Back you go. It's a boat. Lift the rod. Oh! It's common with fishing on canals that. Oh yeah? When a boat comes past, you've got to be always mindful of your rod. There we go. Pop that back down. Nice chunky bream. Ooh. Always keep the net ready in case he jumps. Just between my legs. There we go. Lovely. Woo. Just on the maggot, floating. Beautiful canal bream. And slime. Oh, look, in my beard and everything. Alright, let's get back in the water. All of a sudden, fishing stopped. Don't know why. There's no real change in the weather, the water. Just like gone. So now you've got to think, what do I do now? Keep going, change rigs, change tactics. Keep talking about that feeder fishing, so maybe I ought to give it a go. But there's nothing happening on the float with maggot. Is it really going to make a difference with the feeder? Persevere, I think. I'll persevere. Very odd. What are the fish doing? Wish I was a fish. You could be like, hey, fish, what's going on? And they'd be like, well, we're just sick of maggots, mate. Honestly, put a bit of sweet corn on. Which I don't have. I think Glen's got some. Give it another 10-15 minutes. If I haven't got any sort of indication on the float at all, might make some ground bait up. Oh, look, a robin. I've been feeding the robins and blackbirds. Been coming in and out all day. Oh, oh dear. Oh, there's a scrap going on. Never a dull moment. Even when the fish aren't biting. Right, so we've moved back down towards Bath, along the Kennet and Avon Canal. Those swims just dried up. Nothing going on at all. So we decided to move back because we get the train back and it's good to be near the station. I've broken out the quiver tip. It's got ground bait in a little feeder with a few maggots and maggots on the hook. And I'm a little distracted because the tip is currently quivering, as it should do on a quiver tip. Yeah, we've it's got a bit quieter on the canal now, so the boats aren't moving around so much, which means quiver tip's a bit more viable. Just means that when you cast out, you've got more chance of staying out there for longer, rather than having to keep reeling it in if my boat turns up. Oh. On the last swim, there was a lovely little lady in a little house selling wood-burnt spoons, and I bought a little cuddly hedgehog. Look at him. Oh, he's so cute.
Goodbye.
Because why not? Help local businesses. Anyway, yeah, we're back actually in that little turnaround point we were at previously to the last swim, but a little bit further along, so I can cast right out into the distance there. I'm actually fishing over near that mooring sign. Well, not right near it, but a bit further out into the open water. I think that'll be where the bream will be holding. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Fishing where I think they are. Makes sense. Got some Sensa's 3000 Noir in the old feeder, so hopefully they'll enjoy that. Anyway, I'm going to concentrate on what I'm doing now. and trying to get too distracted by other people walking past watching me talking. Thinking, what's this guy doing? So I'm going to let the feeder sit out there for a little while, maybe 5-10 minutes, then bring it in, reload, send it back out, just keep doing that over and over and over, and hopefully that'll bring the fish in. We'll see what we can get. Oh, Glen's in. So it won't be long for me too. Oh. What is it? A bream. Obviously fishing in the right area, look. Hey, breamy, 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 breamy. Watch him lose it of a net now. Oh no, he didn't. Good. He'd have totally have blamed me for jinxing it if that had happened. Rest. No rest for the wicked. Oh, I was so relaxed though. Feels like a fud of a bream.
You got one?
Yeah.
Another bream?
I think it is another bream. We shall see. It's not going super crazy. Yeah.
Another bream.
A Brahmis Brahma.
That's about one.
It's lulling and lulling. He's put up a fair account for himself. Come on. You're a bream, you're not supposed to fight this hard. That's more like it. Slide in. Yeah, this is a nice bream. Alright. No good fighting now you're in. It's too late. Right. See if we can show you to the camera. There we go. That's how you do it. There we are, on the business end, it's got a little open-ended cage feeder. I'm just going to press it into my ground bait, which I've mixed with a little bit of water. It's still fairly dry. Oh, it's tricky to do with one hand. There we go. Push it into there. It leaves you like a little plug at the end. Then, in the top, sprinkle in some free maggots. Yum yum. Then, just cap it off with a bit more of the ground bait crumb. Bit on the bottom, bit on the top, and it makes like a little sandwich. Tasty sandwich for the bream. And what will happen is that will hit the water. When it hits the bottom, all the ground bait will spill out the edges and the ends. All the maggots will work their way out. Then, when it's been sat there for a little bit, I'll pull the tip of my rod until my little hook bait, which has got 3 red maggots on, just lands over the top. It's about, I don't know, a foot. So I'll pull it in a foot just so that the bait sits on top of it. And that's the setup I've got on for these lovely bream. Yeah. There we go, just cast out. Give it a little moment to release all the goodies. Give it a little 1 foot tug. And now my hook bait should be directly, or near enough directly, around all the ground bait. Just sit and wait for that rod tip to go with a fish. Here we are, the final stop of the day. Glen's setting up. It's nice and quiet. It's the end of the day now, so there's no canal boats coming through. No disturbance. We're not going to get in anyone's way. Yeah, lovely. Got a nice church over there to keep us keeping for something to look at. Got a lovely wisteria, white wisteria on this tree, but white wisteria tree. Is it a tree? I don't know. White wisteria growing up this building here. There's lots of little fish bibbling around in the surface, and the obligatory swan. Not sure what to do. I mean, do I feed her? I was feeding in the last swim. There's a lot of fish coming up to the surface. Perhaps I'll try for one of them, see what they are. Maybe there'll be a different species. Maybe there'll be a bleak or something. I think I'll try with the float first and then move on to the feeder, just to see if I can get an extra species for today. If it is a bleak. Oh, the swan looks a bit aggy. It could be in for a bit of fun here. But anyway, yes, it's getting towards the end of the day. I'm absolutely shattered. You can probably tell by my eyes. Like, oh, what's going on? I'm just thinking I was up at 3 o'clock this morning. Madness. Anyway, last knock-ins, let's get fishing. Anyway, I don't know if you can see, try and move to one which is coming up, but there are a few ripples on the surface happening here and there from teeny tiny little fish. Oh, there's a few over there. There's some. Oh, there's one right there. And I want to see what they are. They could be little bleak. We're quite near to the river now. We're going to get into the river species again on the canal, like we did with the chub and the dace. I'm hoping that these might be a few little bleak up on the surface, and to target them I'm just going to take off a dropper shot off my float rod, just so that the bait goes really slowly through the surface layers of the water, and hopefully snag one of whatever they are. I mean, it could be little rudd, it could be little roach, it could be little dace, but I'd be dead happy if they were little bleak to increase my my species count for the day. But, let's give it a go, see if we can catch one of the little blighters. Right, small fish, one of you will be mine. One single white maggot on the hook, a few sprinkled ones to draw them in. No shot on the line, just slowly sinking. If you are a bleak, I should be very happy. The species number 8 of the day on the Kennet and Avon Canal. Oh, float's going. Oh, missed him. Could be a war of attrition. Bleak like to feed on the surface. I've done a little bleak video last year. It was last year. I do love catching small fish, and bleak are very small fish. Could be rudd, they could be rudd, they could be dace. But please be a bleak. Oh, I think this is going to take a bit of time. There's a lot of fish there, but there's also a lot of water, and only one little white maggot to find in amongst it. Yeah. By hook or by crook, I will get one, guys. Whatever it is, it will be got. It's a bleak! A bleaky bleak. Species number 8, guys. Species number 8. A tasty little bleak. Kennet and Avon Canal, 8 species. Fantastic. Let's unhook here. Give him a kiss. Oh, he deserves it, doesn't he? Whee! Lively. And off he goes. Easy. Easy, isn't it, fishing? You can tell by my face, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning has not been easy. But it's been absolutely worth it. Anyway, I'm going to keep going, see what other fish lie in the bottom of here. Get my old feeder rod out, I think. See what else is after a maggot. Now, let me think. So, dace, chub, perch, eel, bream, roach, rudd and bleak. 8 different species off of the canal here, the Kennet and Avon Canal, from Bath to Bathampton and back again. I've just worked out that we've actually walked about 5 miles up and down this canal today, and as soon as I realised it was going to be a species kind of day, I was more than happy to do so, to try and hunt out all the little venues and areas these species of fish are likely to be. It's been a hard day's fishing, but a good day's fishing. I think I've done really well today. I'm pretty proud of myself. Although, if I'm honest, I would have liked to have made it number 9. Wouldn't it have been great to have had one last little fish turn up and make number 9 species of fish? Something like, I don't know, something like a little rough. There we go, guys. Ping! Number 9 species of fish from the Kennet and Avon Canal here in Bath. One beautiful little rough popping back into the water. And there you go. 9 species of fish. Who could ask for more? I certainly can't. The only thing I can ask for is a speedy trip home, something to eat and a long, long sleep, because I am so tired. Well, thank you very much for joining me here on the Kennet and Avon Canal in Bath, through to Bathampton and back. I have been the Passionate Piscator. Bye!
Please like and subscribe to the Passionate Piscator YouTube channel and send more maggots.